the commentator going, Steve! And I enjoyed that a lot, honestly.
The balloon trip. Okay.
Better times with Steve.
Better times.
Better times.
Simpler times.
Simpler times. You should watch the best character in the game, and it ain't Pyra. I agree.
I disagree. I think we do get to watch the best character in the game.
I think we're watching 2 of the best 5 characters in the game. Pretty
Yes.
easy.
Well, I don't know.
You don't think Steve's in top 5?
Maybe it's copium. Maybe I'm just
I'm a lot more bleak about the Steve, because I've just always been like.
Thank you, Red X, for confirming.
A good Steve is just ridiculous. Therefore, it is true at certain percents no matter the end. Gotcha. Good to know. That's the other thing I get hit by a lot in Elite Swim. DSS marriage flip kick.
Stop DIing in.
Yeah, I mean, it's Elite Swim. I went ahead of him. Look at that exciting setup from Steve there with the TNT that he stood next to and waited.
I love it. Yo,
we've got a wall. Hello.
Build a wall.
Riveting. Come on, Samuel, build us some words. Tell us how you're feeling.
It was the F. You have to admit, the Rockman F that he built on stream.
Yeah, okay,
that's a top 10 Smash
really,
moment.
really funny.
Yeah.
But, like, that's more of an out-of-game moment than an in-game moment to me. Or, like, it is in-game, but, like, it's not a gameplay thing. You know?
Yeah,
like
I
gaming.
guess.
That falls into the same category as the, like, Smash 4 Tweak Leo set, where they were talking about which character they were going to play in their tags. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't know that.
It was DK versus, or Tweak's DK versus Leo going Bayonetta or Cloud or someone, I don't remember. And Leo lost game 1 because Leo apparently had a consistent DK problem in that game. And he changed his tag to say, please Cloud, I think. So,
oh, no! It's because he had to reverse it there.
Yeah.
And so the hitbox of the sword didn't actually hit the blocks.
Yeah.
And they're stone, and so it didn't break them.
I do wonder if the up hitbox is enough to break them,
We saw it earlier.
Oh,
he
right.
went for that earlier, so.
Yeah. That's why you got your B reverses in. Alright.
But he couldn't be reversed because then he would have just died the other way.
Yeah.
Checkmated.
Yeah. Alright, Samuel up a little bit here.
Yeah, this is
more than a stock, sorry, more than a little bit here. Steve, the thing about Steve, I will say, is like, when he's schmoovin', he can be interesting to watch. He feels unfair to me, and so I'm like, I don't know. It just feels bad to watch him play. Like, it doesn't feel like the opponent's getting outplayed, it feels like they're getting Steve. And I know that's not necessarily accurate, but it is what it is.
I think, like, my biggest issue with the character is the fact that, like, it feels like he has infinite potential for setups.
Yeah.
And, like, you can't learn everything because, like, you can just do another weird block combination with minecart and TNT and anvil, and it's like, you know, you can adapt to it one day, and then he comes back the next day with something brand new, right?
He also just has so many options, like him just standing on block off stage, and that resets jump, resets ledge immunity. It's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah.
Damn, that sounds like Batman. And that is going to be enough for Samuel to take the stock. Or the first game.
Yeah, that was pretty. I mean, he did get the cheeky little second stock off of Tickle, but pretty dominant.
But it was never really that close. Pac-Man, I feel like Pac-Man doesn't feel quite as unfair. Because, like, I think, like, Galaga combos are pretty ridiculous, but...
I mean, I think it's like the sort of mix-ups that you can do with, like, using Trampoline and Hydrant and the bonus fruits and all those sort of things you can throw out, like...
Yeah, but I feel like Pac-Man's actual options in neutral aren't that great if he doesn't have fruit. I actually saw a take about this recently, which is Pac-Man has a lot of setups and he has a lot of really cool things he can do, but in neutral, he doesn't actually have that many great options, which is why he's spending so much time running away, putting down Hydrant, like, charging up fruit. So if you can get him, if he's just running around, then it's not that big of a deal. Steve has some pretty good options in neutral. If you get hit by one thing, like, even without Diamond, you're in a pretty bad position. There's a lot of combo starters.
What is wrong with Tickle's controls?
Steve has a lot of roll kill power. Exactly. That's the thing as well. Like, especially if you have Diamond, you can kill so early.
Yeah,
that's
true.
Up smash kills early. Down tilt can gimp you pretty ridiculously. Or, yeah, down tilt. Or down smash? Down smash.
I mean, both.
Both of them, yeah.
Down tilt just drops, and then down smash for 2 frames.
So it's... Oh, that was weird. What is happening?
I think Tickle was having an issue with his... Oh?
Alright, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties at the moment.
Oh?
Oh, we're at the Nintendo store.
Okay.
Alright.
System settings. Where are we going? Parental controls.
Yeah. Like, Pac-Man does not have that much raw kill power unless he has fruit. Or you really edgeguard someone well. Steve can just smack you. Like, how many stocks did Akola take in that one tournament where he just forward smashed?
Yeah.
Or up smashed? Yeah. And the up smashes have confirms.
Yeah, out of the minecart.
So it's just kind of... Yeah, the minecart, like, we haven't even talked about minecart. That move is ridiculous. Because you can get hit by it, you can get caught by it as a command grab, it forces you to jump. If you jump, he can hit you with something. Hit you with forward air, back air. What's up?
Everything good here?
Yeah.
Thanks for coming and coming to comment, guys.
Of course.
Sweet.
Yeah, hopefully you're doing it right.
You're doing a great job. Thank you.
Thanks.
I think, not to just pile on here a little bit. Another issue I have with the character is, like, I feel that traditional Smash counterplay, if you see something that your opponent is doing and you don't know what's going on with, like, a setup or something like that, the natural reaction is just to disengage.
Yeah.
To just pull back and say, all right, I'm just going to feel this out and see what happens.
Yeah.
And the issue is with Steve, if you disengage, he's like, great, more materials for me, right? It doesn't...
Oh, and you see the minecart command grab into the TNT there. That's the type of thing that's like, yes, that's a setup, that's cool, but also, yikes, why does he have that as an option?
Yeah.
Sorry, go ahead.
But yeah, no, that's just the point I'm making, where it's like, with a lot of characters, if they're throwing out something that's just bamboozling, you can just pull back and say, all right, I'm going to let this run its course. Like, I'm not going to get caught. Like, even with, like, Pac-Man, I feel like if he's doing the things where he's, like, throwing the fruit into the hydrant, and you're like, I don't know where this is going to go, right? I don't know what the trajectory is going to be. Just go to ledge. Just, like, back away, right?
Ooh! Was that a raw forward smash or a forward tilt? I think it was
a forward smash, yeah.
Didn't get the tipper. If he did, that might have killed, but trade there means that he can't get the confirm off the down air, though I think he might be too far.
Oh, that blazing is going to connect.
I feel like Pac-Man is kind of like Steve Light, in which case, like, he has a lot of the things that Steve has. He has, like, the campiness, he has the, a lot of the options, but Steve can just do so much more, I think.
Yeah. Oh, you are caught.
For the comments saying, other than Minecraft skill power, I feel like Minecraft is a normal-ass move. That's interesting, because I honestly think it's maybe his most broken move. It's a oh, he's dead there.
Goodbye.
176% off of that forward smash. You're out of there. But yeah, you got... Apparently we're being told to not talk about the minecart.
Not. Minecart is also censored.
Really?
Moving projectile command grab, very normal.
Moving projectile command grab, a recovery option, kill power. Like, that move has everything. Force, oh my god, like, why is that a thing? See me at Grand Slam. Yeah, we seem to have fired up the chat a little bit.
I think my hot take for nerfing Steve is instead of minecart, he gets the boat from Minecraft, and it only works on, like, pirate ship or Delfino Plaza or stages with water.
Yeah, I'm here for it. The other thing about Steve is, like, a lot of the things that we mentioned in terms of, like, crazy combos and stuff, that's applicable to Kazuya too. But Kazuya supposed to play the game. Steve doesn't really have to play the game. He can wait for the opponent to come try to play the game with him, and then punish them for it. And he can just build up his resources for meanwhile. Was it in Isao video that was like Steve is the worst character in the game a really long time ago, because they said that you can just wait for him to get diamond and still just not approach. But like that was before so much of this.
Yeah, now you can touch it down. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Once.
Like, mess up the nil.
Give him diamond and he could. Oh.
All right, 1-1.
Kill you. I mean, we've been talking about Steve a lot, but Tickle is doing bits here, taking the two.
Hey, I still stand by Pirate Myth, best character in the game, better than Steve.
That's interesting. I feel like maybe my opinion on that has milded a little because not seeing high-level Pyrometros that much, except for Cosmos, who is Cosmos, and will play really well with characters, but will also sometimes esteem pretty ridiculous situations. You
there's still you got Cosmos, you got Shuton, you got Spargo in certain matchups, you got Leo in certain matchups.
Yeah, the Leo Pyrometro has always been interesting to me. It always just doesn't look like it feels good. Ooh.
Yo! Thank you for the raid!
That is... Oh!
Okay!
Wow, and Steve absolutely robs Samuel robs Tickle of a stock before Tickle robs him right back as he goes. That was about 2 war crimes at once.
They are they are making up for the Opsign snow set.
Yeah.
And saying like, all right, you know, this has gone on long enough.
Ooh, and the parry of the down B or down air, another kind of ridiculous move. That move, footstool into down air, a ridiculous confirm. Like, it feels like if this character was in this state and they were still doing dashes, like, he would not be like this. I don't know exactly how they would nerf him. Maybe just make him slower, make certain things not work so well. But
there have been a lot of suggestions, like no resources coming off of the Angel platform.
That would be interesting,
right?
And then he gone. Oh, like he lose. Actually, that would be pretty good if he didn't keep resources through. You'd almost never see Diamond, but honestly, I kind of like that.
Well, yeah, because it would stop Steve players from doing the whole, like, I'm just going to wait for second stock to use this Diamond.
Yeah.
Right? Like, they'd have to blow it.
Yeah. Do you think that it would still have the, like, resource sequencing the same?
What do you mean?
Like...
Oh, yeah. I see what you're saying. Yes, I think you keep that.
I think that is actually okay. I would like that.
So that way there's some strategy around, like, okay, maybe not mining so you don't get Diamond. Yeah.
Whoa! Forward smash is
batter up!
And honestly, I did not think Fyra was in range there.
Yeah. Also, thank you so much for the raid. Thank you for all the extra viewers. We're very appreciative. Thank you for tuning in to UBC Weekly number 32. 32!
Come back in a couple weeks for 35.
35. That's 35. A joke for the two of us and no
literally
one else.
No one else. I think there's one viewer in here that maybe will get it.
Yeah.
The joke is really just that saying 35 is kind of fun. That's basically it.
The joke is that it's summer in Vancouver. There are lots of Irish people around.
Also that. Yeah. But also with that, we not only... Who's saying? I don't know. For the question about so big D is in this bracket, right? In name only, unfortunately, we named... I say we. The weekly was named after him, and yet he did not attend, which is quite sad. Yeah. Is he still out of town?
I don't know what he's doing.
Ooh, and the up tilt is going to be enough to take that stock.
Hey, man. 2 back-to-back 2 stocks. I don't want to say Pyramith is better than Steve, but...
I mean, to be fair, Steve did absolutely boss that first stock, except for one moment in there.
Yeah. That's fair. Right back to Town and City. No questions.
No. I also love an Irish accent. Irish is one of my favorite accents.
Steve is still better than Pyramith. We will see.
Yeah. We'll see. I told you so. Alright, this could be tournament game for Samuel here if he can't pull this back. But, as we all know, capable of some pretty wild stuff. Right now, that is kind of camping very hard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like, he is camping, but I would say I think something that's really helped Tickle turn this one around in games 2 and 3 is just the suffocating that he's been throwing out. I feel like in game 1, Samuel was getting everything he asked for.
Yeah.
Right? And in this one, I mean, it's just the pressure has been sort of amped up. It feels like Tickle is playing less scared than game 1. Maybe game 1 was just sort of like dipping the toes in the water, feeling stuff out for him, but now he feels a bit more confident, understanding Samuel's habits, and now he's just kind of jumping in, and it feels like for the Steve
he's
player.
talking a bit of a, I think he actually maybe got interrupted by the minecart there. A little bit blocked off. But it's interesting because while I do think, the forward air into the up smash, why is that a thing? But that is going to be the first stock for Tickle is going to take the first stock yet again.
Meep, you're so damn right. I love KK.
Switch. True.
Big true. Big if true.
Big if true.
Yo, did you see that? The up smash slid because the minecart ran into him.
Oh, interesting.
That was wild.
Yeah, that just makes me think that there must be so much more deck to figure out. While I do think that Steve is the better character when optimized, or when played, like, really well, I do think Fyra Mythra maybe win this matchup. Because you've got the speed of Mythra making it kind of hard to get in, though, to be fair, Tickle has almost exclusively used Fyra throughout this game. But Fyra then has those big hitboxes that make it a little bit harder for Steve to get in. So, pretty good, some pretty good options for that character.
You're like, yeah, what do you do when Pyra's just throwing Blazing End at you, throwing out these long disjointed hitboxes, right? Like, they can just burn through the walls so quickly.
Ooh, that was a slightly risky upbeat there. But
I like that angle. I felt like that was pretty safe.
It was pretty good, but if he landed on that platform,
Oh,
and the
goodbye.
down air enough to take that stop.
Move the Elytra just has so little end lag. It's just baffles me.
What does?
The Elytra, the Steve update.
Yeah. Wow.
Oh,
He-
Booyah forward
He
smash.
kept oh, okay.
Yo,
That was an interesting
I
one.
love that. The nosedive.
Steve's like, yeah, I'm gonna slide on my face, and there's nothing you can do about it. I'm like,
Just 1, a 2, a 3.
I mean, I think we've seen characters with big sword kind of hitboxes do pretty well against Steve.
Yeah, well, that-
Classically, Cloud is
Yeah.
the big
Cloud and
Steve
Seph.
counter. Sephiroth as well.
Yeah.
Because like in theory, you just stay out of his range. You hit him. Oh,
Ooh.
that's unfortunate. Almost gets the spike there, but not quite the right angle. Oh. This is getting interesting.
Oh, okay, too
Oh, and that's gonna
high,
be it.
but there you go, the
Yeah,
dash
attack
attack.
enough for Tickle to pick it up. Samuel doing some interesting stuff, but not quite enough.
Yep. 3-2 stocks there we see for Tickle to clean things up. All right, so it'll be
All right.
him versus Snow in loser semis, but I think we'll get winners finals first. Ouch and Lamob. Yo, are there any cookies left?
Unfortunately.